Have you ever felt like, I don't know, you've just hit a wall, convinced maybe you weren't born with the right stuff, the right talent? Or maybe you look at really successful people and just think, oh, well, they're just naturals. That's easy for them. It's this belief we have, isn't it, that talent is everything. And sometimes, honestly, it can feel pretty limiting. But what if that's not quite right? What if something else, maybe something more powerful, is really driving success? Today, that's exactly what we're getting into. We're doing a deep dive into Angela Duckworth's really influential book, Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance.
Yeah, and our mission here is basically to unpack Duckworth's big ideas for you. We really want to focus on why effort gets overlooked so often and how, actually, it might be the real key, the thing that truly drives achievement. Think of this as a shortcut to understanding the core arguments, the practical stuff you can take away from this book. It might challenge how you think about success.
Okay, so let's unpack this. This obsession society seems to have with talent, it's huge, isn't it? We just automatically credit success to innate ability. Like, oh, she's a born leader, or he's a natural athlete.
Exactly. And that's the core idea Angela Duckworth pushes back against with her research. Loads of research, actually. Her main argument, and she backs this up, studying everyone from like West Point cadets to kids in the National Spelling Bee, is pretty clear. Effort counts more than genius. She found that what really sets the high achievers apart isn't just raw talent or IQ. It's how hard they work, how long they stick with it, and how deeply they care. It boils down to this sustained, really focused dedication to something long-term.
That really does flip the script.
Yeah.
So if it's not just talent, what is this grit she talks about? What does it actually mean?
Yeah, good question. Duckworth defines grit as this specific combination, a blend of two key things: passion and perseverance. And it's important to get this. It's not about being the best right now or having some, overnight success. It's much more about being committed to improving every day, no matter how tough the journey gets. It's that steady, long-haul dedication to a goal you genuinely care about, even when things get difficult or progress feels slow.
And the book gives loads of examples, right, to make it concrete.
Oh, definitely.
Athletes training for the Olympics, or students grinding through really tough courses, maybe business leaders building something from scratch.
Exactly, those kinds of examples.
Duckworth shows grit as this common thread running through all their stories, connecting these different fields. Okay, so this leads to a big question for a lot of us, I think. If grit is this powerful, is it fixed? Like, are you just born gritty or not? Because, the common idea might be that it's just a personality trait. Some people have it, some don't. End of story.
Right, and that's maybe the most powerful takeaway from the book, the really good news here. Grit is not fixed. It's not predetermined. Duckworth makes a strong case that it can be developed. And she actually lays out 4 specific ways to build it.
Okay.
First, she says, is following what interests you. Find something you're genuinely curious about, passionate about. Makes the hard work feel less like, work.
Makes sense.
Second is practicing deliberately. And this isn't just putting in hours. It's about pushing yourself, specifically targeting your weaknesses, getting feedback, really focused practice.
So not just playing the piano piece, but drilling that one hard part over and over.
Exactly that. Third is connecting to a deeper purpose. Seeing how what you're doing contributes to something bigger than yourself, like those West Point cadets she studied. The ones who saw a purpose beyond just their own career did much better.
Purpose gives you fuel.
It really does.
Yeah.
And the fourth, maintaining hope even after failure. Cultivating this mindset that setbacks aren't permanent, that you can overcome challenges. It's about resilience. So it's not just theory, it's like an actual roadmap for developing more grit yourself.
That's really empowering, knowing you can actually work on it, strengthen it. And she even uses math to show how powerful effort is, doesn't she? How does that work?
Yeah, she does. It's pretty neat, actually. She calls it the effort counts twice equation. It basically goes like this. First, talent, effort, skill.
Okay.
Then skill, effort, achievement.
Ah, okay, I see.
So what that shows is that effort isn't just helpful. It's a multiplier. It works first to turn your raw talent into actual skill. And then that same effort takes the skill you've built and turns it into real-world achievement. So it's essential twice. It doubles the impact.
Wow. So effort literally amplifies things at both stages. It compounds. It's not just adding a bit extra. It's fundamentally changing the outcome based on how much effort you put in. That's huge.
It really is. And that's why this whole idea resonates so much, especially if you're, say, a student facing tough exams, or maybe an entrepreneur hitting roadblocks, or any creator working on a big project.
Yeah.
It gives you a framework. It says, okay, talent is nice, but it's the consistent grinding effort, especially when things are hard, that really makes the difference. Think about like a startup founder whose first product fails. Grit isn't just feeling bad and giving up. It's digging into why it failed, learning, tweaking, trying again, that iterative process.
Right. It really motivates you to keep going when things get hard. That's so critical. And maybe even more importantly, it reminds you that it's okay to fail as long as you don't quit.
That's such a powerful message, isn't it? Giving yourself permission to stumble, but knowing the real failure is stopping altogether.
Yeah.
Failure becomes just part of the path.
Exactly. It reframes the whole experience.
So wrapping up our deep dive here, the big takeaway from Grit seems pretty clear. Success doesn't happen overnight.
No.
It's not magic. No, it's absolutely built through years of consistent effort, deep focus, and unstoppable drive.
And Angela Duckworth's work makes a really compelling case that right is the key to success.
So something for you to think about this week. Consider a dream you have, or maybe a big goal could be work, study, something personal. Where in that whole journey could applying more grit, that consistent effort, even when it sucks, really unlock something for you? What small thing, what daily improvement could you commit to starting today just to begin building that grit muscle and maybe push past what you thought your limits were?